evening. Welcome to Fil-Am Showtime. I'm Nez Danguilan, your host. Kamusta po kayong lahat? And how are you, Ken?
Very good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest tonight, and we are not going to delay anymore because my special guest, believe it or not, was born and raised here, and he's a Filipino American. However, he had to go back in the Philippines because his father was in the military and retired since then. It was a struggle for him when he came back here. However, despite all the struggle, he ended up to be what he is right now. So stay put because you're going to find out more about this young man. So please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome my special guest, Mr. Daniel Masangkay. Daniel, welcome to Fil-Am Showtime.
Hi, thank you, Ines.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
You know, the only time I see you, believe it or not, is when I go to Nusa Gaya because that is where you work.
Right.
Right, and I just mentioned that, you were actually born here in United States, right?
Yes, San Diego.
San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And then, about how old were you when you went back to the Philippines?
I was 15 when my father retired. We moved over there.
All right, you're just barely getting the life of a teenager here, and then he pulled you back in the Philippines.
Yeah, it was a big change.
It was a big change.
Yeah.
Well, growing up in the Philippines, you must have had a good time when you were there.
Yeah, a pretty good time.
All right, and did you learn to speak the language right away when you went back there?
Not really. It took me about a year to learn.
All right, and soon as you learned it, now you have to struggle back to speak good English.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Right. That was interesting. And what part of the Philippines you're originally from then?
Actually in Pampanga, Macabebe, Pampanga.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your father is he's in the service, and what kind of military is in?
U.S. Navy. He retired in 1980.
That's interesting. You are in Pampanga. Most of the Filipino navies that I met here or that have retired, they are from Cavite.
Right.
And the reason why most of these Filipino navies are from Cavite was because
Of the
that's
Navy.
where because of the Navy,
base,
of the
right.
naval base, the old Subic Bay, which is
Right.
not there right now. And your father is not really from Subic Bay. How did it happen?
Well, his older brothers were also Army, and both in the Army, and they basically brought him to Clark Air Base and got him signed up there.
All right.
And he joined the Navy through there.
So most of your uncles, you're saying, they're all in the military. How many uncles you have are in the military?
Two of them were retired out of the military, and plus my father. I've got about 5 uncles, but only 2 plus my dad retired out of the military.
All right. Did you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I have 2 sisters and a brother, but none of them went in the military.
All right. And
Right.
not even you.
No.
What was that? You just didn't think about it, or
No, wasn't my.
wasn't
That's
you?
not my thing.
That's not your thing.
No.
All right. So you came back here. How old were you when you came back here?
I was probably about 21, 22 years old.
All right. And of course, when you came back here, you were married already.
Right. I met my wife in the Philippines, and we got married then.
And you had to leave her there when you came back here.
Yeah, 'cause she was a Filipino citizen, and then my first year here, I worked in the canneries. I put in her petition, and I think it was the second, almost third year is when her petition finally went through.
All right. So it must have been kind of lonely when you were here.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a lot of lonely days and nights, especially when you work in the canneries. It's 7 days a week, 12 to 18 hours a day. So
Okay.
just
and
work.
Yeah. So when you came back and you mentioned cannery. I'm sure that you tried to get a job first before you went to the cannery, or did you go straight to Alaska and cannery?
Actually went straight to here to Anchorage, and a friend of mine was a foreman in the cannery, and actually I met him over in the Philippines when he was on vacation, and he invited me to come up, and I went in Dutch Harbor in 1988. And I worked out there for about 2 years.
Yeah, well, I heard the money's there. The money's in Canada during these times.
Back then it was.
Right, and I also heard there's lots of Filipino actors and movie actors that go down there and go to Canada.
I haven't seen any yet.
You haven't any?
I haven't seen any yet.
So yeah, I was, but you heard about it though.
Right. Yeah.
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 Okay, so movie actors.
Well,
coming in.
they say that especially in the Philippines, if you want to make big quick money, go to the canneries
Well,
in Alaska.
during the time that you were
Yeah.
there, you were mestizo, you're good looking. Did they think you were an actor from the Philippines? Anybody?
No, I don't think
No?
so.
No? Okay. Anyway, Daniel, so it must have been a struggle. Here you are, you practically grew up in the Philippines. You're here in America.
Mhm.
Now you're working in the cannery, helping in the salmon industry that made Alaska what it is right now.
Right.
It wasn't really easy, is it?
No, it wasn't. You know, you got like I said, 7 days a week. You know, 12 hours a day mandatory. And then if you wanted to work overtime, you could. So you could work up to 18 hours a day. And then I think I had 9 months out of the year was my contract before. Well, I could actually work 9 months straight. And then I would go home in the Philippines for a couple of months and then come back and do it all over again.
Have you, during all those times that you were in the cannery, have you ever wished that you have another job wherein you weren't doing all those things you were doing that?
Oh yeah, I wish I had a better education, a better place to stay, all that. But reality is you need to work and support your family right then and there. If you got family, you need to take care of it right then and there.
All right, so you really don't have a choice because you have a family, you're tied up, you got to make money,
Right.
although there are moments that you wish you had your education.
Oh yeah.
Right. Are there other Filipinos there that you work with that you've seen and seen them struggle and fall?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A
Is
lot of them. I say, back then it was like I'd say 80% Filipino were all the workers there. It was about 80% of it was Filipinos.
Okay, did you see any struggles, any sad things that you've seen
Well,
that you wish it never happened?
The funny part is that a lot of most, I don't say a lot of them, but I would say there's a large amount of Filipinos that come over that are already, in their 50s, and they're working this hard labor in the canneries, you know, and when you're in the Philippines, you kind of respect your elders. That's how you're brought up. And then you're side by side with them working in the cannery. It's kind of, you feel sorry for them.
Right.
But, they gotta start somewhere too when they get up here. Because when you get in America, you're in the Philippines, you're like, oh yeah, let's go to America. And then when you get here, it's work.
Right.
If you don't have a job, you're not gonna go very far.
That's right.
Right.
But the one thing beautiful about America is that if you're willing and able,
There's
job is
opportunity.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There's opportunity.
Right.
Yeah. So Daniel Masangkay, who is now here in America working in the cannery, you decided to go home and get your family.
Right. I petitioned them in, like I said, I think it was 89, 90, and I think it was my third time back. My wife's petition came through when I was there, and we came to Anchorage to go back on a processing boat, but when we got here, we found out the processing boat had broke down, so there wasn't no work for us.
That must have been a shock to you. Now,
Yeah,
now
it
you have to
was.
look for a job.
Right.
Now here you are stranded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
You landed in a Nusagaya where we're going to talk right now because Nusagaya has been one of the avid supporter of Fil-Am Showtime for many years. And
Right.
if Nusagaya is watching right now, I would like to thank them and especially for sending you here. It wasn't really that easy for you to start with Nusagaya. Tell us about it.
Well, I started out in Nusagaya in, I think it was 1992, December, of working in the wholesale department, cutting fish and packing fish, delivering fish, because that was what my experience was back then, was just cutting fish and packing fish.
All right, and I just want to let the audience know that the way Mr. Masangkay started, it was really hard. Now here you are just filleting fish in Nusagaya during that time.
Right.
But right now, I'm happy to say that Mr. Masangkay is now a grocery manager for Nusagaya. I think you deserve a good applause for that. Thank you. Good work. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, now you are really here for a special reason because now you're doing something for the Filipino community. Nusagaya have a
Right.
program or something going on for the Filipino community.
Yes, through the month of June through June 6th all the way through the June 12th, which is Filipino Independence Day, a lot of our staple Filipino products we're going to have on special.
All right, you have it right here, right now.
Right.
Like I didn't know that patis is. You have lots of patis, right?
Yes, we have probably about 10 different brands. I brought one here that's a Filipino brand, which is Rufina Patis. We have a lot of specials in the store, also in the produce department, the seafood, and the meat department. But these are just samples that I brought for from the grocery department.
All right, and you have this look like a white vinegar.
Right, datu
You guys
puti.
recognize this? Yeah. This is what?
So datu puti.
Okay, and for those of you guys who don't know anything about vinegar, what is this used for?
Titilan.
Titilan. I don't know what that means. What is that?
Dip.
Oh, dip. Okay. Salad. You use this for salad too? Oh, sausawan.
Sausawan.
Oh, okay. Okay, sausawan means something where you dip the food.
Right.
Okay. And no, this look like a ordinary ketchup to me. What is this?
Actually, banana ketchup.
This is a banana ketchup?
Right, made from bananas.
All right. And you guys knew that we have banana ketchup?
No.
Oh, this is delicious. You ought to try it.
Yeah.
Try some of that one.
Yeah, you
It's
ought to
good
try
stuff.
it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's obviously came from bananas, not
Yep,
from tomatoes.
Yep.
Wow, this is good, I'm sure. Now, you have this. I see this all the time, but Chinese. This is Chinese product. Philippine makes this too now.
Yes, actually, this is a bihon, which they use for palabok, pansit palabok, or pansit bihon. And this is actually made in the Philippines, and it's just a rice style noodle.
All right, and for some of you our American colleagues here that likes pancit, this
Yep,
is where
that's what
it
it
came
is.
from. Now, again, this is just a regular bread that I see on.
Actually, this
yeah.
is Goldilocks, which is a huge company in the Philippines, and we have all this actually shipped in from LA and Seattle.
All right.
And this is it is a sandwich bread, but it's a little bit more tastier than regular sandwich bread. This is a Goldilocks brand, which is a little bit sweeter.
Okay, and again, sa kanyang mga kababayan, mga Pilipino, you heard of Goldilocks. Nusagaya got Goldilocks products, and this one is well known.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the
You guys know what this is? This is
Siopao.
siopao, and it's a bun. It's a white bun, but inside there's a meat in there,
Right. This one is barbecue pork.
barbecued pork.
Right.
And all you gotta do is steam it up, right?
Actually, all you have to do is microwave it.
Microwave it.
Yep,
Yeah,
for about 1
microwave it
minute,
in
yep.
what? About 5 minutes?
Not even, just a minute. You're ready
Yeah,
to go.
and you're ready to go for breakfast. This is really good with coffee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dim sum, oven.
Those things.
Yeah, I love that, Ken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a videographer loves.
Interested in is that ice cream thing. Right?
There you go.
That looks good.
Now, this look like a taco chips, is it? What is this?
These are Jack and Jill potato chips, barbecue flavor, and we also have the cheese curls. These are pretty popular in the Philippines with all the children and even the grown-ups like them too.
All right, so really all these products are made in the... Oh, wait a minute. This is something I want to talk about.
There you go. That's the
The
best.
famous ice cream in the Philippines, halo halo.
Yep.
And have you guys ever heard of halo halo? This is it.
Now, does that have fruit in there?
Yes,
it
it
got
does.
Fruit. What kind of fruits it have here?
Actually, in Halo Halo, it's going to have a kaong, which is a palm fruit, and they're going to have langka. I believe there's some red beans in there. That's what Halo Halo means, is mix.
Yeah, mix. Halo
So
halo.
you
So guys
can
are-
you
yeah.
can use anything you want.
Yeah. So if you wanna real taste the authentic halo halo from the Philippines, go to Nusaga and just tell anybody there mix. They know what you're talking about.
Mix ice cream.
Yeah, mix ice cream. All right. Again, ano ito?
Lucky Me, this one's La Paz Bachoy, and then we have a bulalo. These are instant bowl noodles.
And it's made in the Philippines.
Yes, sir, it is.
Wow.
And you just add hot water and you're ready to go. Especially if you're working in the office or like here in the studio.
Right.
You just put a little hot water in there and there you go.
Okay, so how long is this, when you say special for 1 week Filipino, is there a discount or
Yeah, all of these products here that we have are going to be on special. They're going to be on promo for the whole week of the 6th through the 12th of June.
Okay.
Right, and this is also not only in the grocery, but we'll have the produce department. They're going to have like Chinese long bean. They're going to have papaya. They're going to have baby bok choy, napa
Right.
cabbage.
Yeah.
I think in the meat department, they're going to have the side pork for chicharron.
Yes. Yes.
They're also going to have pork blood to make what they call that diniguan.
Yes. Yeah.
And in
It's called bloody chocolate meat. Chocolate meat.
chocolate.
Yeah.
And then I believe in the seafood department, they're going to have some head-on white shrimp or like sinigang.
Okay.
And I think also they're going to have milkfish and tilapia.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Nusagaya, you actually, when people go down there, you show them what's going on once you're around. What do you know?
Well, basically, when people go into New Sagaya, they know it's a specialty store, and they
Okay.
know that they can get a lot of Asian goods there.
Seafoods and everything.
Seafood, produce, grocery, everything. So there's a lot of customer service involved. So yes, we help everybody we can that comes in.
Right, and the staff, you have a diverse staff in there, right? You got all kind of.
All nationalities work in New Sagaya. There's Filipino, there's Chinese, there's Vietnamese, there's Min,
Cambodians.
there's American, Cambodians.
Yes.
You know, they're African American.
Yeah.
Everybody, all nationalities work there.
Well, bless the heart.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, this is owned by Paul Reed and
Paul Reed,
yeah, and wife
Kathleen Reed,
Kathleen and Hiroko the mom.
and Hiroko, her
Yeah,
mom.
all right, and it's still going on for many years.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to note that the Nusagay started in Spenard. If
All right.
it was just a small grocery store, I understand, and most of their customers were Filipinos.
Right.
And it's interesting that it has grown up to be this size
Yeah.
at this time, and it's still growing.
Yes,
Yes.
he's done a lot for the community, and also his store shows that he just puts back into the store, so it gets bigger and better every day.
All right, so for those of you watching, again, there's a special Filipino week at the Nusagay, and if you go down there, just say, we heard it from Fil-Am Showtime.
There you go.
And also from Daniel Masangkay. Daniel, do you have any special message to tell our community right now? The camera, right?
Yeah, like I said before, come down to New Sagaya and try the store out. You'll find a lot of new products and interesting products that you can use. Change your menus every day, and just it gives you different menus to have instead of your daily routine. You can get out of the daily routine.
All right. Okay, and there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Our very special guest, no other else than Mr. Daniel Masangkay, originally from Pampanga, sa inyo mga taga-Kapampanga. So let's give him a big hand. Let's go to the next segment of our program. Welcome back to the next segment of our program, and it's a great honor and pleasure again to have with us our newscaster, no other else than Mallory Miller. Mallory, welcome back.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I've been busy.
All right, I know you are, and you've been pursuing also your modeling class
Yeah.
and things like that. Where do you go for your modeling? Do you have a special school for that?
Yeah, I took a class at Laura Model and Talent Agency
Okay.
last year, and she's the one that she's doing this competition. She's sponsoring it.
All right, have you been
Alaska.
in any competition or anything like that lately?
No, the only thing I've done like that is the audition to get accepted to go to Florida, and
Oh.
you just there's an agent type lady from New York, I think, and she was there, and you just walked down the runway a little bit, and then she said if she liked you or not, and that's all I've done so far.
Okay, and this New York lady, did she say she liked you?
Yeah, I got picked to go
Oh,
to
you got
Florida.
picked to
yeah.
go. All right, when is this going to be?
It's July 26th through August 1st, I think, in
Oh.
Florida. But I'm leaving earlier.
Oh,
July.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm sure this costs a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Wow.
Just to go to the competition is like $3,000.
All right. And
And then then there's plane tickets and hotel and food and everything. So it's pretty expensive.
all right. But what's the chance of is this competition? If you win, you get a lot of money too.
Yeah, there's prizes for winners, and then there's also agents that are there
Okay.
from like top companies and stuff. And then if they like you, you
You
can
get a contract.
yeah
right there.
eventually get a contract.
All right.
from
Well,
them.
congratulations. We
Thank you.
we hope and pray that at least we'll have a model from Anchorage,
Yeah.
Alaska. Yeah. And you've been bothered with your toothaches lately, and you're gonna have.
Yeah, I'm
you
getting
won't
my
be with us
wisdom
next
teeth.
week,
Yeah,
right?
next week I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out.
All right, and yeah. So it will probably sideline you for a while.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you next week, but thank you anyway. You've been checking what's happening in the Philippines lately.
Yeah.
All right, and I understand you have a good news with regards to what the president is planning to do.
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, for our Philippine news, Mallory Miller.
Thank you, Uncle Ness. I'm Mallory Miller, and here's your Philippine news. President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo said Thursday she would call a national convention next year to change the constitution and the Philippines' form of government to help raise its economic growth rate. Arroyo said she believed a federal parliamentary form of government would be more effective in enacting reforms than the current unitary U.S.-style presidential system with a bicameral legislature. The charter was last changed in 1987. Quote, "Next year when Congress opens, I plan to propose the holding of a constitutional convention that will propose to change the form of government to a parliamentary system and the transition to a federal form of government," unquote, Arroyo said on local television. The proposed change was part of the government's medium-term economic development plan, she said. Arroyo, who won a full 6-year term in last year's elections after succeeding the deposed leader, Joseph Estrada, following a military-backed popular revolt in 2001, had earlier backed down on calls to change the charter after the opposition charged it could be used to prolong her presidency. Government economists have also said that the existing constitution is not attuned to the market-based economy and gives too much power to the judiciary, which can effectively scuttle the executive's economic policies. The Constitution bars foreign participation in key businesses and limits a president to a single 6-year term. And that's your Philippine news. I'm Mallory Miller. Back to you, Uncle Ness.
Well, that was a good news. At least the president is trying to do something that things might work.
Yeah, to try and boost their economy.
Right, and what they want to have a parliamentary government. That's
Yeah.
what's saying. And what part of the world do they have parliamentary government?
Britain.
Great Britain.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Britain and Canada.
And Canada also. Oh my goodness. All right. So again, what's happening in the community? Is there anything happening in your church?
Yeah, we have Vacation Bible School
Okay.
starting on Sunday the 12th.
All right. And do you usually go on that one? You get lots of kids joining the
Yeah.
Vacation Bible School.
I usually help with the preschool kids.
All right. And where do you do it? Right in the church.
Yeah, at church. Right at
Okay.
church.
Well, and then if anybody from the community that wants to join the Vacation Bible School, just call the church, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I know you're busy, so I'll let you go and take good care of yourself. I know you're gonna have your operation.
Yep.
Yeah. And God bless, and I'll see you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care and say hi to your mom.
Okay.
Okay, and now let's go to the next segment of our program. Welcome to the next segment of our program, and you will be happy and surprised to find out my sidekick today. And without further ado, I'd like you to welcome him with me, Mr. Ray Ward. Ray, how are you? Kamusta ka?
Mabuti, salamat, kuya.
Oh, mabuti.
It's good to be here.
Yes, and your Tagalog is getting better and better every time I hear you. Now it looks like you are one of them Filipinos from the barrios.
Well, I'm learning, trying to learn.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, Ray. I want to really appreciate for volunteering to be the community liaison. I know it's a hard job, especially except for your barong Tagalog. The people probably wonder you're not Filipino, but you know how to say what? Kamusta ka?
Well, I'm learning. I'm
Good.
learning.
All right, Ray. You did probe on us for so many times, and because we're having our 11th anniversary, and you just felt that there's a fitting program that we ought to do. Tell us about it.
Okay, I will. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Ako po si Ray Ward. I am the Community Liaison Officer for Fil-Am Showtime, the new kid on the block. And Kuya, it is quite an honor for me to be able to work with you and the staff here at Fil-Am Showtime. And I'm excited. My position is quite interesting and very exciting. we are going to be celebrating Fil-Am Showtime's 11th year anniversary. That event will take place on July 23rd at 1 o'clock p.m. here, and that's a Saturday, here at the parking lot of our Fil-Am Showtime studio, which is located on the corner of 6th and 8th Street, across from the museum downtown next to the tea house. And as you know, some of you perhaps don't know, Fil-Am Showtime Television was started by Kuya Nez here and Auntie Juliet in the basement of the small home on F Street behind the park strip. Out of that basement have grown a television show that is family-oriented, community-oriented, and the viewing audience has grown. And as a matter of fact, Fil-Am Showtime is the first non-profit, independent, minority-owned television show in Alaska. And in addition, Kuya, Fil-Am Showtime is the longest running television show on GCI network system.
Wow.
Yes.
I did not realize that.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You've been checking on me.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
I've been quite involved because I'm giving my 100% effort to assist Kuya here and Fil-Am Showtime because I believe in this program. And Fil-Am Showtime, as I said earlier, it's a family-oriented show. It's a community-oriented show. And we appreciate you, our viewing audience, for tuning in every week to watch a show that is entertaining and relaxing for the whole family. So we enjoy bringing the show to you every week.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ray. And I just want to make a reiteration. You're right that this started in 1994. I did start it, but there are other members of our community at that time who helped support me. And I'd like to thank them. They know who they are. They're probably watching tonight, and there'll be a time and place for us to recognize them. But still, I just want to make that correction. When I started it, I had other members of the community at that time that have supported me, and I'm so glad that until now it's still alive. And there are so many things that had happened between Juliet and myself. There are times when we almost got killed for whatever reason, but we survived that, and and here we are.
Praise be to God.
Again, thank you, Ray. And before we close, I would like to make an announcement in here. You have seen our guest today, which is no other than Daniel Masangkay. It happened to be his birthday today.
Oh.
So I would like to congratulate Mr. Masangkay on his birthday. Maligayang bati sa iyong karawan. And also I'd like to add, Ray, his son, Junjun Masangkay Jr., bless his heart, is graduating in high school.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
And I'm sure that he is going to have a different life. He's not going to go to Canary like his father did. He have already set up his mind, bless his parents' heart, because they're the one that guided him. He's going to a university in Arizona, and he's going to start his own profession.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes.
Again, congratulations to Junjun.
Yeah, good. Nez, before we go to the next segment, just one thing I want to reiterate here. Please tune in every week to Fil-Am Showtime, and be sure to come to attend our 11th year anniversary celebration of Fil-Am Showtime. Fil-Am Showtime is your show. It's the family show.
It's going to be
It's a community show. So it's going to be a big festivity, and we're expecting a lot of dignitaries along with yourselves to attend this special event, the 11th year anniversary celebration of Fil-Am Showtime. And if you or any of your members of your family, church, or school have any interest in activities that you want to share, community activities from the church, from schools, or even from your own family, and if you're interested to have you on the show, then please call us. Ray Ward, the Community Liaison Officer for Fil-Am Showtime, at 276-4149, or if you can't get a hold of me on that number, then call Fil-Am Showtime at 278-4262. Maraming salamat, Angan Samali.
Alright, maraming salamat sa iyo din.
Walang alaman.
Okay.
Maraming salamat.
All right,
po, Kuya.
and I keep on going back and forth. I just want to plug too. There are lots of kids that's graduating down there, and I hope they call you and tell you who are graduating their family. I know of a member of a family that I'd like to congratulate, the Dobson family. Bernie, her two sons will be graduating.
Oh, good.
Billy
good.
Dobson and Benny Dobson. Billy's graduating on high school, who's going to be in college soon.
good.
And Benny, the younger brother, will also be graduating from junior high.
Good, good. I know those guys. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to you all and to
And
all
all
of
the
those
best.
who are graduating Filipino Americans. Maligayang bati sa inyong mga magulang. Congratulations to the children. Ray, we are going to see Manila Night 97. I know you've been enjoying that and watching it. You ready for it?
Oh, good, good. Yes, that's very good. And by the way, I want a copy of that. Please.
All right. Okay, I'll make
Okay.
sure I give you a copy. So
Thank
let's
you.
watch right now. Manila Night 97. Panoorin po natin. Let's go.
Another role model represented by Diana Hidalgo, and she have a little sister. This is her first time to sing in public, by the way. First time I saw her when she was singing, she didn't have her front foot big, and this time she is really a young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to give you keep you in suspense. Let's give her a big hand. Cara Hidalgo! Come on here, sweetheart. Woo! All right, don't be nervous. Go get him. We did it. My goodness. Wow. Can I see your high heel? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that beautiful high heel. All right. Thank you, Cara. You're going to sing for us next time, right? I don't know. All right. Cara Hidalgo. Let's give her a big hand. Thank you, sweetheart. Woo! Galing. All right. Yeah. My goodness. Good work, Diana. Good work.
And now we have a flower lady, huh?
A flower lady. She's not from San Francisco, by the way.
All right.
Okay. No, truly, this next performer that's going to sing, we discovered her one time because she was a guest in our house, and we happened to have a videographer, Dan Conception, there, and we asked her, "Do you know how to sing?" She said, "No, I don't know how to sing." "Well, why don't you try anyway? We'll take a video." "No, I don't want to sing." So we forced her, and she started singing. Oh my God, I tell you, she was out of tune. I mean, I don't believe it. I mean, you know, this person cannot sing beans, you know. So I happened to see a flower. Okay, my wife is a psychologist, by the way, and she said, "Nez, why don't you give her the toilet?" The toilet. Wait, I gotta go.
What are you saying, Nez? What are you saying?
Because I'm facing the toilet right there. No, why don't you give her this flower so that when she holds the flower, she thinks the people are looking at the flower.
Not her.
Not her. Therefore, it will give her confidence. And I tell you, when she gets that confidence, she's dynamic.
God, we better that.
And we featured her at the Fil-Am Showtime 2 times with flower on her hand. One time we took away the flower, we put fake flower, and she starts singing, completely out of tune.
We better get some flowers ourselves, man.
Meron ka bang bulaklak din na? Nagbobola na ako dito. Ladies and gentlemen, Nilda Power, the flower lady.
Flower lady.
Indeed, she got flower to be accompanied by one and only Goody Javier. The I Can't Stop Loving You Man. All right.
So she's gonna sing, and Mangudi will play.
And this is a real flower, right? Okay, I don't want you to blow it. Better be a good flower. Is that real flower? Okay.
Pollen in it.
Has pollen.
What is it called? What is it?
It's a flower has pollen in it.
What is it?
It has been pollinized.
What kind of flower is it?
What kind of flower is that? She won't hear. As long as it's a flower.
As long as it's a flower, it will be
As long as
okay.
it's gotta be flower. It's a mariquita.
Oh, mariquita.
All right. Are you ready, Tatang? Ladies and gentlemen, Nilda and Goody. Palakpakan natin.
Hindi kita malimot, alala kita. Hindi kita malimot, minamahal kita. Isinusumpa ko sa'yo aking hirap, na ikaw lamang ang tangi kong minamahal. Hindi kita malimot, alala kita. Hindi kita malimot, manalig ka sinta. At kung ikaw man ay lumimot, at iyong alalahanin, mahal pa rin kita. Sa pangarap ko lamang, lagi kang nakikita, at nang di ka nawalay sa aking sinta, ako'y di madanangin, lalo na kay batala, at upang wag kang lumimot sa aking sinta. Hindi kita malimot, alala kita. Hindi kita malimot, minamahal kita. Isinusumpa ko sa'yo aking hirap, hindi kita malimutan. Huwag kang manindiman, hindi kita malimutan. Manalik ka sinta. At ikaw man ang lumimot, at yung alalahanin, mahal pa rin kita.
Ang galing. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Hilda.
The flower girl. Flower girl.
I'm gonna try that, miss. Anybody don't know how to sing here? Grab the flower from her hand. This is your chance.
Flower. Try
This is
it.
your chance.
Try in the shower room. Get a flower.
All right. We're gonna let Tatang Budi stay here because we have something for you. Can our program director come to Julia? Come on here, please.
Manggudi. Come on over here.
Can I have a program director here,
Thank you
please?
for a second.
Julia, let's give a big hand to the program director of the Fil-Am Showtime, the Commander-in-Chief, Julia Danguilan.
Why we are here?
I don't know about it.
Thanks to our most
Hapon yun, hapon.
our most dedicated entertainer for Fil-Am Showtime, Tatanggudi Javier. Tatanggudi is, how old are you now, Tatanggudi?
81 years old.
All right. Fil-Am Showtime, and everybody in the community loves you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I really love this one because I'm too old already and I don't have this quality for only here. I got this fully. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Juliet. You deserve the Tarangguli. In behalf of the Fil-Am Showtime, we would like to give you our appreciation of that plaque. And we will always remember that in heaven there is no beer.
All right. There's no beer.
Yeah. We have one man who's going to be singing to us.
Magaling din to.
This is the calypso expert of the Filipino community.
Singer.
He is a graduate of the Conservatory of Music in his bathroom. Shower. Seriously, he is a very good singer and he will sing for us a calypso song. I'd like to call him now. Ladies and gentlemen,
Vice President of the Philippines.
also the Vice President of the Filipino Political Action Group.
There you go. He's Vice
Yes.
President here.
Yeah.
And he was the Vice President of the Philippines a long time ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big hand, please. Fernando Lopez! The Calypso guy.
Before I go, I'll return. Bring the love your heart can hold. Will wait for me. La 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 la. Your heart can hold. Please, you and your Spanish eyes will wait for me. You and your Spanish eyes will wait for me.
Congratulations! It pays when you sing in the shower room, right? Nobody would ever believe it, but you are indeed a professional singer. Yes, yes, you're improving every time.
I finally learned to sing.
Yeah, no.
Get up and don't use all the waters.
Yes, yes. That's what he said. And what do you see? Your favorite expression? Ure lumubag tibako, wag na tibako. Fernando from Ilocos Norte. Thank you very much, Fernando. Again, thank you, sir. Fernando Lopez. All right, there you go. Congratulations. Yes. We have flowers to give to the mothers, okay? And I'd like to call again our program director. And by the way, let me tell you something about the program director. I have to give her a hand because, you know, she's very strict. When you are a psychologist, you know, how many of you know psychologists? I hate it because before I can say a word, she knows what I'm going to say. Every time I cross my hand or I do something, she always tells me there's a meaning to it. You know, it's hard to live with a psychologist, and when you do something, they know what. So what's the use? She probably know why I'm calling her. What the heck? Ladies and gentlemen, Juliet Danguilan, the Commander-in-Chief. Here she is, Juliet Danguilan. All right, accompanied by Frank. All right, and she's gonna talk about the flowers.
Why I'm not here very punctual because I'm waiting for the list of all mothers tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, with me tonight, I would like to thank Lusta Lopez. She's a great friend, a supporter of the Fil-Am Showtime, and she was the one who donated these red carnations to be given to every mother tonight in this hall. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give
Lusta Lopez. Let's give her a big hand. Woo! Lusta, come on over here. Come on up here, Lusta. Please help Juliet Lopez. Is she here? There she is. She's coming down. She's coming. She's always been there, like what Juliet said. Bought all these flowers.
And also tonight, I would like to acknowledge Mrs. Remy Ting.
All right, Remy.
She is a mother, and she has been very supportive for Fil-Am Showtime.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Remy Ting.
Remy Ting. All right. Okay. I think while you are, I might as well ask Remy to sing us a song.
Okay.
All right, because he's next. And let me tell you something, Robert. Come on over here, Remy, because we want you on television. We had, remember that, Walter? Mr. and Mrs. Bloom. We were at the Roma one time and we were doing something like this. And Mrs. Ting came to me, and are you going to pass the flowers around while we're doing this? Go ahead and pass the flowers. Okay, we're waiting for the list. And Remy came to me and she said, Nez, I would like to sing because I would like to send tape to my children in the Philippines. And I also can sing, and I'm going to try my best, but please would you put me in the program? I said, why not? So she sang for us that night at the Roma, and she sang beautiful. So tonight, we ask her again to be a part of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, bless her heart, bless for being cooperative with the Fil-Am Showtime. Remy Ting, palakpakan natin! Pwede na bumati. Oh, siyempre. The show is yours. The show is yours. Go ahead. She's gonna sing a cappella, right?
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Binabati ko po sa gabing ito ang kaligayahan ng lahat ng mga ginang ng tahanan. At tayong mga Pilipino, dapat na tayo magkaisa at magtulungan at magmahalan para tuloy ang ligaya. Marami pong salamat. At ang aking awitin ay inahandog po sa lahat ng mga dalagang Pilipina. Ang dalagang Pilipina parang tala sa umaga. Ang nakaliligaya, may limning na tangi at dakilang ganda, maging sa ugali, maging sa kumilos, mayumi na hindi mabini ang lahat ng ayos. Malinis ang puso, maging sa pag-irog, may tibay at tining ang loob. Bulaklak na tanging marilag, ang bango ay humahalimuyan.
Palakpakan natin si Lenny!
Sa mundo dakila, panghiyas, pang-aliw sa pusong may hirap. Bakit ang ligaya at galak, hantungan ng madlang pangarap, Yan ang dalagang Pilipina, karapat-dapat sa isang tunay na pagsinta. Yan ang dalagang Pilipina, karapat-dapat sa isang tunay na pagsinta.
All right, thank you very much. Maraming salamat.
In this group, we have Miss Liz Forner from the Anchorage Center for Families. I would like her to come forward and be the one to join Lou to give flowers to the mothers. Miss Forner, please.
Liz Flower, an avid supporter of the Filipino community as well as the Fil-Am Showtime.
Liz is the Executive Director of the Anchorage Center for Families.
Bless your heart, bless your heart.
Okay, I guess the persons to come forward as we read the names. Rosalina? Is Rosalina here?
Rosalina.
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
Oh gosh, it's fascinating.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you need the CD.
Yes, and I enjoy the program. I watch it very intensely. I was in Russia at that year.
Oh my goodness, you're
So
in
that's
Russia.
why I missed the program.
I know why you like it.
Yeah.
You fell in love with Reina.
Right.
All right, well, thank you very much. The hour went so fast when you're having a great time. You know, you don't know that 1 hour goes quickly. So, without further ado, gaya ng sabi ko po, magmahalan tayo sa tweet-tweet na. Kayong mga anak, kids, who, if you didn't say I love you to your parents, say it now. Take good care. God bless. Ako po si Nez Danguilan. We'll see you next week. And you?
Ako po si Ray Ward, hanggang sa muli.
Ray, thank you. Hanggang sa muli.